What's up everyone, Off the Cuff Reviews here. My name is Alex and today I have a special new video. I'm starting a whole entire new series, so let's dive in. This is not going to be your typical review series that I normally do. There's not going to be any reactions, but I am going to be starting guitar lessons pretty much on this channel. And I wanted to let you guys know that with those guitar lessons, you will not only be able to watch them for free, but there will be extended, more in-depth videos going up on my Patreon as well. I am revamping the entire Patreon. It's pretty much going to be, I'm going to be sharing some stuff over there, like behind the scenes stuff, but if you guys want to pay for just the guitar lessons and you guys want like in-depth guitar lessons, go over there. You guys will get all of these videos and all of my future videos. I think what I'm going to do with this is do a 10-part series on my channel where I do guitar lessons. I'm going to be going through pretty much just like the basics, the bare bone basics, and then I'm going to go on my Patreon to give you guys more in-depth lessons. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to play certain songs, and we're going to go with that, you know. But if you guys are interested, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, whatever. Let's dive in and let's talk about guitars. I wanted to talk about guitars specifically because I love playing guitar, and that's pretty much one of the only instruments I know. I mean, I know how to play a little bit of piano, but I know how to play guitar mainly. And when I say I know how to play a little bit of piano, it's because I know a little bit about music theory and I'm just able to apply that to the piano, but I'm not really able to like craft out a song. I'm kind of more able to just like, you know, hit certain notes and know how the notes go, certain things like that. But, you know, I'm not really proficient at it. This is something I am proficient at, which is why I wanted to teach you guys and show you guys. Pretty much, we're going to go from literally the beginner basics all the way up to more advanced stuff. The more advanced stuff is mostly going to be on the Patreon, but I, of course, will sprinkle in some more advanced stuff in these videos and tips and tricks. I mean, there's so many people out there that teach guitar. I mean, even the guy that I learned from, I'm pretty sure, makes little guitar videos. So literally so many people, there's so many people out there that do guitar videos and teach guitar. But I wanted to kind of give my little take on it, and I wanted to, maybe I can give you guys little tips and tricks that other people might not be explaining in a way that you can understand. Maybe you hear me say it and I just kind of explain it to you. And the reason why I'm kind of going with that is because, you know, when I was learning how to skateboard, there was certain tricks that I didn't know how to do at all. Like really, I didn't really get it. I could grasp how to do the trick physically and all of that, but there was like certain things I wasn't understanding, like specifically like a kickflip. I wasn't understanding how to land a kickflip. And then I watched this video of this guy explaining it, and he explained it in a way where my brain made sense, and I went out there and I nailed a kickflip, literally in like 2 tries. So this is what I'm trying to tell you, like people learn differently. So that's why I'm here today. So this is a guitar. This is an acoustic guitar. There are many different kinds of guitars. There are acoustic, there are electric, there are bass guitars. There's like 6 strings, 7 strings, 8 strings, 12 strings, however many strings you want. You can get the guitars that have that many strings. There's different guitars for different purposes, but mainly you will have guitars that have 6 main strings, okay? 6 strings on any given guitar, mostly. Bass guitars are different. Like I said, there are like 7 strings and 8 strings, but those are used for certain purposes. This is a standard kind of guitar. This brand is a Fender, but you can get any kind of guitar you want to learn. It does not matter. Brand does not matter. Some people might say that brand does matter. I am under the impression that brand does not matter in this circumstance at all. Really, what you need to learn here is the basics, and you can learn the basics on any kind of guitar. As long as it has 6 strings, you can follow along with me. I don't really play any guitars that have any more than 6 strings. But like I said, we will be learning electric guitars, bass guitars, all of it. There are different types of strings and string gauges. Certain people like different string gauges and different types of strings, and that is pretty much up to preference. But there are different things that you may need to know when you go into buying strings. Like in case you bought a guitar but it doesn't have strings, here's your string guide. So some people like to say that you cannot mix and match strings. You cannot take an electric guitar string, put it on an acoustic. You can't take an acoustic string, put it on electric. I say that is wrong. You can do pretty much whatever you want. And yeah, it's gonna change the sound a little bit, but you can literally do whatever you want. And when I was first learning, my guitar teacher actually said, if you wanna learn faster, grab an acoustic and put electric strings on it, because electric strings are thinner and easier to play because they're thinner. Because when you learn on an on an acoustic, acoustic guitar strings, they're made to be thicker strings and usually are made of different materials. So, like I said, you may want to go with something that is more up your speed. You can literally switch these out to be electric. Now, some people still say that you still cannot put acoustic strings on an electric, but currently I have an acoustic string on my electric right now, and they're literally mismatched. So as long as you have the right gauge, you can make it work. Like whatever you need to do to get something done, do it. Don't listen to what people are saying online. Like this is a tool to get something done, pretty much. You want to make music? This is your tool. This is an acoustic, like I said. This is the bridge of the guitar. Even electric guitars have bridges. Okay, these are the little pins, I guess you would say, to hold the string in. These are the strings. This is the sound hole. Okay. This is the neck. Okay. And then it's kind of hard to see. It's a little easier to see on my electric because they're different colors. But this piece up here is actually a separate piece than the piece down here. And if you look at it really up close, you can kind of tell like this is a different color than back here. That's because this top part here is a fretboard, and the fretboard sits on top of the guitar neck. So this whole thing is the neck. The top part is the fretboard. The reason why it's called the fretboard is because it's a board of frets. These little things here, you see how there's metal? There's metal, and then there's a little space where you put your finger to make the notes. That is a fret. Like these little things here are frets. This is a fretboard, these are frets. This is the neck of the guitar, this is the bridge, sound hole. This right here is a pick guard. Not all guitars come with these, but that is what that is. And then coming up here, don't pay attention to how I strung this up. It was literally in the heat of a moment. But this is, these are like the tuning knobs up here. This part here is connected to this. This turns this part, and the string comes up here and into that. This here, this white piece here, is called the nut. I didn't make it up. That's what it's called. It's called the nut of the guitar. The string actually sits inside of a groove inside of the nut, and then it sits inside of the groove, and then it goes into the tuning peg, and then you tune it up. That's also how you string a guitar too. You put this string up and you put it in there, and then you spin it up and then tune it to your liking, whatever tuning you want to go. This is a guitar strap. This is just like this is literally says Epiphone on it. I got it off of a different guitar, and I just put it on here because I needed one for this guitar. But that is pretty much it. There is something inside of the neck here, and you can kind of see it. You see that little hole right there, like inside of here, that hole? That is called a truss rod. There's a rod inside of the neck that actually it's called a truss rod, and that hole there, you can actually adjust the truss rod. And the truss rod, for those of you guys that don't know, is a little bit more of an advanced thing for guitars, but it is something very important to know. It actually, when you turn that, it actually changes the curvature of the neck of the guitar. It literally like will pull it forward or backwards, and that will give it like a relief or something like that, and it changes how the whole entire thing feels. It changes this, it stabilizes the like everything about it. So sometimes, you know, your intonation, things might be off on the guitar, and you might just need to literally turn the truss rod and it will fix your problems. Sometimes things are a little bit too far away, like the strings are a little bit too far away from the board, on the fretboard, and you might just literally need to do that to fix it. But there you have it. I mean, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much every component on a guitar. That is an acoustic guitar. The next time we're going to be talking about electrics. The next time I talk about parts of a guitar, I'm going to be talking about electrics. If you guys, like I said, want more advanced stuff, or stuff that I didn't cover in this video or whatever, go check out my Patreon. But this is the first video, so give me a little bit of time to get some videos out on the Patreon that are more advanced. But there you have it. My name's Alex. This is Off the Cuff Reviews. This is a little bit of a different video, but I wanted to show you guys something that I'm interested in. And I'm also going to be putting out some more music, and we're going to be getting into that. I mean, I literally have a whole series called Musician Reacts, and you guys didn't really ever hear that I'm a musician. You guys probably didn't even know I have a guitar. So there you have it. That's this is where the musician part comes in. But also be on the lookout, because Ashley and I are actually working on a music project together. Should be cool. Should be coming out, and it's gonna be awesome.